How do you think the outcomes of the Synod might affect the local diocese and the broader ecclesial community, especially concerning the relationship between the Church's global and local dynamics?
Mm-hmm. And I should add also that it might also have an impact, because we're a church in the world for the world, so it also has impacts on the global situation of our world, which again so needs and so thirsts for unity, reconciliation, peace, and justice. And this is all part of the synodal process. Of course, a synod on synodality touches the DNA of our church, our way of being together. And it's not, a secondary question or an internal question of the church. It's about our witnessing. You open the gospel, you hear the Lord saying, well, the people will believe that you are my disciples, and they will believe me and my message as, look at how they love one another. So this is the witness that we have to give. And this is what synodality is all about. So I don't expect that the changes will happen, in an instant, overnight, because it doesn't work that way. Not in the church, not in the world. The Pope, of course, will produce an official document that will challenge us to live out a better synodality. But we have to acknowledge the fact that, well, it's going to be a slow process. We have to put in place some better practices that will help us, change our mindset. It's the same in the society when you want to impose, for instance, seat belts or recyclable bags at the grocery store. It happens, but you have to provide people with ways of doing better. So it's going to be the same with synodality. And I expect, of course, that the message that will be coming from the Synod, from the Pope, the message will be clear. Everyone is important. The Church, it's us. It's been around, this message, for so many decades now, but it still needs to impact us. We are the Church. Everyone is important. Nobody, even if he or she has, gone astray and done something else with his or her life, can contribute to a better church and a better world. So I expect those messages, and I expect, those messages will echo in changes in our way of doing things at the local parish level, at the diocesan level, between churches also. In Montreal, we have so rich a reality, an ecumenical reality, with our brothers and sisters from the Reformation churches and from the Orthodox churches all together, and with the Oriental Catholic churches, of course. So a lot of people, a lot of Christians that can come together for kindness and goodness for the Montreal society. So it's very important at a local level, but also between churches at a greater level, and also with the world, like listening more to what's happening in the society, because the goal is, and I expect also kind of a better quality of listening to what's going on in the hearts and minds of our brothers and sisters in humanity. What are their hopes? What are their joys? What are their anxieties? What are their sadnesses that we can, with the gospel, that we can address, that we can serve a better situation for them? So it's going to be very important. I expect a quality change in our listening to the Holy Spirit through the cries of our brothers and sisters in humanity, but also I expect a qualitative change in our way of deciding in church and discerning together and praying together. So global impact at a global level, at a regional level, but also in the hearts and minds of every believer.